What's up, everybody? As you can tell, the way I'm bundled up, it is cold out here. We've been having some very cold weather, and we're fixing to get some even colder weather, but these crappie are still biting pretty well. So we're gonna get out here today and see if we can get a video shot. I don't necessarily, I try in every video to kind of have a theme going into it. You know, last time we talked about muddy water and caught a 3-pounder and this and that and the other, but today I'm just going to go fishing, kind of let the day unfold, and we'll see how it goes. It should be a good day. We got a creek channel right here. We got some fish floating around in this creek channel, and there's also a few stumps out here that we may catch some off of as well. So stay tuned. Let's see what we can do. Here's a crappie right here. You'll see right there, between 30 and 35 feet, sitting right on the bottom, just hanging out, not doing nothing. That's crappie. I think I went just to the right of it. Nope, he saw it. Didn't see it enough to come after it, but I definitely made him move. Let's go just a little more to the left. I don't think it's a big crappie. He ought to see it this time. Right over his head. Come on, boy. He's seeing it, but he's not got it. He can't get it dialed in. I'm moving him, but that's all. I feel like he can feel it with his lateral lines, but he's not getting it. He's not really seeing it. Maybe he'll see it this time. This water's still just a little bit dirty. Not muddy anymore, really, but it's a little dirty. Come on. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Got him. Y'all see that? That took, what, 4 casts? 5 casts? Something like that. He just sitting right down there on the bottom, just motionless, just hanging out. Waiting for a shad, little minnow, crappie magnet, whatever comes by, he's gonna eat it. Just a little keeper. We'll catch some bigger than that, but that's the way it's supposed to work. Here's just a crappie right here. I shorted him just a little bit. Never saw it. I'll have to go just a little further. Sitting right on the bottom, 20 feet out. All right, right on his head. Still never saw it. Let's go just a little bit past him. Right there. Get back just a little. Okay, here we go. You saw it then. Come on. Come on, look up. Come get it. Here he comes. Got him. Got him. That's a good one. Ah, he's a wild one too. Tried to get me in the trolling motor. I mean, golly, man, that fish was wild, but it's a pretty one. Got something on his head right here. Looks like a big gar or something has tried to get a hold of him, but it'd have to be a heck of a gar to handle that crappie, because that's a big crappie. Pretty white crappie. When he finally got it lined up, he wasn't bashful about eating it. Let's put it back. Pretty one. Good news is we're seeing several fish. There's a couple right there. Look like nice ones too. That's a big one. See if I can get slowed up here and get a good cast on him. Here comes. Got him. First cast. That's the way it's supposed to work. It's a good one too. Real good one. All right. Come up here, big boy. Big girl, I should say. Gosh, y'all look how thick this fish is. That's a 2-pound crappie all day right there. Look how girthy and thick she's getting. She'll be laying eggs here before too awful long. Man, that's a pretty one. Back in there, baby. And it's starting to happen. Crappie sitting right there. See if we can get him. Come off of that bottom. Here we go. Come on. Got him. Same spot as the last one. Seen him sitting down there on the bottom. Made a cast and we got him. Better loosen my drag up a little bit too. And then some pretty fish. It's another really good one. It's got that 6-pound leader on there so I can manhandle them a little bit today. I'm gonna show y'all something I did to my bait. I've showed this on the channel, but it's been a long time. That's another beautiful crappie. 12.5, 13-incher. I mean, a really good one. So y'all know I'm a fan of the crappie magnet. Well, the crappie magnet, the way it comes straight out of the package, is a really good profile and a good bait. It's got like a split type tail on it. So when it comes through the water, it gives you that split tail profile, but it doesn't have a lot of like natural seesawing minnow type action. There's a time and place for that twin tail, but there's also a time and place when I want that natural seesaw type action that a minnow's tail has. So what I've done, I've took one of the legs off of the crappie magnet. I just took some scissors and cut one of the legs off and rigged it sideways so that tail can do that dangly type seesaw motion, because when I'm actually working this bait, I'm imparting just a little bit of action, and what that does, it makes that tail move through the water real natural, just like a minnow's tail would. You guys will see in the video when I get it near a fish, I'm just doing my rod tip just barely like this. I mean, it's not no big jiggle. It's just barely a little bitty twitching motion. And what that's doing, that's making that tail, that single tail on that crappie magnet the way I've got it modified. I'm gonna change colors real quick and see if I can't find something that I can get a better reaction out of them with. Because this is just not. Water's still fairly dirty. And this one's got a bright chartreuse tail, so we'll try it and see what it does. But all I do, you see a crappie magnet comes with that split tail. All I do is just take a pair of scissors, go right in here, cut one of those off. That way that rig it sideways like that. And when you twitch that rod and bring it through the water, it can have that good seesaw in action. Rig it just like that right there. We're good to go. I just want something a little bit brighter because I feel like it's not getting the reaction out of these fish that I feel like I should be getting. Here he comes. Got him. Finally got him. I knew what I was looking at. Knew what it was. Could not for the life of me get that joker to bite. It took me 7 or 8 casts to get that fish to bite. It's worth it though. We got him. Another pretty white. We have caught some good ones today, that's for sure. Back in there, baby. Got him that time. Missed him the first time, got him that time. Big white too. That's a good one right there now. Might get down and grab this one. It ain't no 3-pounder, but it's probably a 2-pounder. Pulling a little bit of drag. Gosh, what a fish. That's a pretty crappie right there now. Come here. That one made a swipe at it the first time. Made that change to that Mardi Gras color. A little bit brighter. Water's still pretty dirty. That's a good one right there. I might get me a thumbnail shot and then we'll let it go. That's a pretty one right there, ain't no doubt about it. If it ain't a 2-pounder, it's all over it. Big old pretty white crappie. We're gonna put her back. Nothing wrong with that. Get back in there, girl. Them jokers will be making babies here before long. I mean, we got most definitely some cold weather coming, but I'd say here within, we're probably 2 months away and they'll be spawning. So it'll be here before you know it. Yeah, let's see if we can get us another one. There sits one on the bottom right there, 25 feet out. If I can keep my hand out of the way, y'all see that one right down on the bottom. Here it comes. Got him. That didn't take long, did it? That's a small one. Them small ones ain't near as smart. I mean, it ain't no baby, don't get me wrong. It's a good eater, but it ain't nothing compared to what we just caught. The smaller ones are not near as smart. They hadn't been around the block near as many times as the bigger ones have. I'll go over my setup here right quick. The ones of you that have been around a while, you've seen it 100 times, but just in case you might be new, I like to go over it because I can look on the YouTube analytics, and the way it looks, I've been getting a lot of new viewers, so that's a really good thing. Those of you that might be new, I appreciate you watching. I hope you'll stick around, check out some of the older videos, and think about subscribing to the channel. But this is a 7'2" Mustad detector rod. You can find them on the Mustad website, mustad-fishing.com. This is the 7'2". There's a fish right out here in front of us. Let's make a cast at him. I'll talk while I'm fishing for that fish. 7'2" medium light with a moderate fast action. It's a pretty flimsy rod. I like a good flimsy rod for fishing for crappie because I use braid. I've got a 2500 size reel. I've talked about it before. I love a 2500 size reel for crappie fishing. I know I differ from a lot of people. A lot of people like little bitty reels for crappie fishing. I do not like that. I'm not a fan. I want a 2000 or a 2500 size reel because the gear ratio's higher. You can pick up more line. You got more control over what your jig's doing. I'm using 7-pound vicious panfish braid. Really, really good line. This line right here has been on here for probably over a year, and it's still perfectly fine. So, you know, one of the things I hear about using braid for crappie, it's like, well, braid's more expensive. Well, your initial investment might be a little more expensive if you fill your reels up with braid, but if you'll fill a reel up with braid, I guarantee you that braid will last for the normal guy 2 to 3 years, and you just keep tying a leader to it. So with that being said, consider that. I really like braided line for casting for crappie. You can feel so much better with it. So if you hadn't tried that, give that a try. And last but not least, I've got about a 6-foot leader of 6-pound vicious fluorocarbon down there tied to my jig. So that's pretty important, getting that fluorocarbon leader on there, in my opinion. Just gives you a little bit more stretch, and it also, I'm not a fan of straight braid when it comes to crappie, because I feel like crappie can feel that straight braided line, and I feel like sometimes they can see it also. They probably can't see it in this dirty water, but I just always tie a leader on there. It's just what I like to do. 6-pound test is what I'm using today. Down here on the business end, we got 1/16 ounce pink crappie magnet double cross jig head with a Mardi Gras colored crappie magnet, and I showed y'all how I have that bait modified earlier. I just cut one of the tails off. It gives it better action, in my opinion. There's a time and place for the split tail, but there's also a time and place for a more natural looking tail as well. Got him. Not a bad one either. I mean, as soon as that one saw it, he came over there and just smoked it. No reservations about it whatsoever. He just smoked it. What a pretty fish. Sun's come out now, getting a lot warmer. Sure does feel a lot better, I can tell you all that. I'm sitting out there at 35. See what he'll do. Come on. Big one. Got him. That's a big one. Looked like a big one on the graph anyway. Yeah, it's a good one. It is a good one. Come here, big boy. Man, oh man, just because it's cold don't mean you can't catch them, you know? You just got to brave the cold. Wear some good clothes. Put you on a good toboggan and get out there and catch a few. It's been a good day. Man, them fish are thick too. Look at that. Pretty fish. I love it. All right, everybody, I'm fixing to wrap it up. That was a fun one to shoot. It's getting sunny out here, getting a little bit warmer, and I'm probably going to fish a little bit longer. I may even try to shoot another video while I'm out here. I'm not sure, but thinking about trying a different area, but that should make a pretty darn good video. And we caught some really nice fish. I mean, we caught some really good fish in an area that I've not really caught them before. I just expanded on where I had caught them in the past and ended up finding a new zone where I could catch them. So still learning. Every single day I go, I'm still learning something. And I think that's the whole key to becoming a better fisherman. You know, you got to be, fishing is an ever-changing sport, and you kind of got to be a student of the game. And I definitely would consider myself a student of the game. I don't want anybody to think that I think I know everything, because I certainly don't. There's still a ton to learn. So here's to trying to learn every single bit of it we possibly can. I certainly enjoy it. I appreciate you guys for watching. Worked a tackle show in Coleman, Alabama this past weekend, and I had tons of people come up to me and tell me how much they appreciated the crappie videos and how much they had learned from the videos. And that's, honestly, that gives me inspiration to keep on doing this. It really does. I started this just as something to do kind of during the off season, and it's grown into a true passion of mine and something that I really, really, really enjoy. So thank you guys for watching the videos and for hanging in there with me. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you would. I'm not a guy that's going to beg for your subscription or anything like that, but it does help the YouTube algorithm. I don't really know how it works, but I know it helps when people subscribe, when they comment on the videos, when they like the videos. So If you don't mind, do all that for me, and I'll see y'all next time right here, Brandon Lester Fishing.